Welcome to Mechanic. Today we're going to talk about symptoms of a bad throttle body. So this throttle body goes, and this is a Mercedes engine, so location might be slightly different on other engines, but they work the same. You have the mass airflow sensor first, and the throttle body is right next down there. So that would be this, and it mounts this way with 4 bolts. It's pretty easy to replace. But I want to talk about the symptoms when this goes bad. You'll notice, for example, the idle, the car would either really high, or it can fluctuate up, and RPMs can fluctuate a lot, or it might just start and then stall right away. If it starts and stalls right away, it could be because there's so much dirt built up on here when the valve is closed, so it doesn't allow enough air at idle. So the engine, if you read the codes, if you have a scan tool, and we're just going to use the mechanic scanner. It's the problem with that throttle body. So if it's got dirt built up around here, it's gonna make the engine run rich at idle. The problem is that there's typically not like direct fault codes that are gonna say, hey, you have a bad throttle body. Now, if your throttle body doesn't respond at all, then you might have a fault code that says throttle body, open circuit or something like that, if it's an electronic issue. But if it's built up like around here, what that's gonna do, the throttle body itself and this valve can function properly, but when you come here and you read codes, you might end up having codes like mass airflow sensor issues, or like engine, a specific cylinder running too rich. So it can get tricky. But if you have a full code that just says throttle body open circuit, that's most likely the electronic controls in here that has a little motor that turns that butterfly valve. So that's probably the issue. So it will need to be replaced. If you get error codes that say like throttle body valves at minimum or maximum out of range, just meaning that it might need a calibration. Calibration might solve the issue sometimes, but if not, you might have to replace it. But anyway, so common issues with bad throttle body: idles too high, engine starts and then dies. You might have codes the engine is running too rich at idle. So those are some of the most common fault codes. Of course, like check engine light comes on, and then higher fuel consumption. Those are also symptoms of a bad throttle body, and this can affect any car, not just Mercedes. Thank you for watching Mechanic, where you can be the mechanic.